Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared2 here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Westland Lysander. The Westland Lysander was a British Army cooperation and liaison aircraft produced by Westland Aircraft used immediately before and during the Second World War. After becoming obsolete in the Army cooperation role, the aircraft's exceptional short field performance enabled spy missions using small improvised airships behind enemy lines to place or recover agents, particularly in occupied France with the help of the French resistance. British Army Air Corps cooperation aircraft were named after mythical or historical military leaders. In this case, the Spartan Admiral Lysander was chosen. So the aircraft first saw flight in 1936, it was introduced in 1938, it was retired in 1946. It was used by the Royal Air Force, the Indian Air Force, the Royal Canadian Air Force, and the Egyptian Air Force, and in total, almost 1,800 of these were actually built through the course of the war. The aircraft itself wasn't anything particularly amazing. I mean, the only real purpose it really served in the war was being a liaison aircraft and running spy missions and all that kind of stuff behind enemy lines, which, still, served its effect and stuff in the war, but definitely in capabilities of being a ground strike aircraft or being a fighter, it definitely was not going to hold up whatsoever. It was definitely more of kind of a recon plane if you really think about it. So overall, the aircraft itself is a really interesting design. We don't see many World War II aircraft with just a kind of single wing design up and kind of like raised above or equal with the cockpit canopy. So very interesting aircraft in that sense. Looks a lot like kind of like the modern day small planes you see at small little municipal airports. Anyways, go ahead and take a look at the build and just kind of see what we're going to be building today. We'll start from the front here. So in the front nose here, very simple. We got obviously the propeller here, the engine behind it, all the detailing, everything like that around it. Looks pretty good. We have the fixed landing gear on both sides here with braces that go and they connect up to the wings here. So these braces go up and connect and they basically support the wings. Then we have the wings themselves, which are kind of interesting. They, basically go out on both sides here. I couldn't really figure out how they connect up because they connect right up to the canopy. So kind of a weird design, but it's kind of interesting at the same point. I kind of like it. It kind of gives more visibility for the pilot and everything like that. So pretty cool. This version here is equipped with a secondary rear gunner. However, there are versions of the Lysander that just has a full glass canopy. On the side here you can see we have some letters kind of marking the unit number, maybe the squadron number, probably more the squadron number since there's no actual letters, or no numbers, sorry. But yeah, that's on the side there. We have the tail here, very simple, standard design, nothing too fancy about it. But overall, that's pretty much the Westland Lysander, a very interesting aircraft and one that is definitely not well known, but is definitely a really cool looking aircraft. So hope you guys are able to enjoy the build, and without further ado, let's go and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer, layer 1. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our first layer, we'll be going ahead and beginning with layer 1. Layer 1 is going to be the lowest point of the vehicle, with basically just getting the base of the wheels established for the landing gear. If you guys are new to the tutorials, the way I like to structure it, I like to do half on camera, half off. What this means is I'll do basically the right side on camera, and then it'll be up to you guys to copy the left side onto the other side. Everything I do is completely symmetrical to both sides here, so whatever we do over here on the right side, it's going to be done over on the left side, especially for my aircraft. Unless I say otherwise, but there shouldn't be anything that's different on both sides. So to begin with, we want to place down 2 narrow break upside down stairs back to back like this with a wooden trapdoor coming off the back of the stair. We then want to go ahead and go from this stair, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of what is going to be 7 of placeholder blocks, so just expect to delete these in a second here. But our row is 7, so make sure you double count it, make sure that you have a nice row of 7 that goes across here. We're then going to place down another break upside down stair over here, narrow break upside down stair coming off the back of that stair, and a wooden trapdoor coming off the end here. We can delete that row of 7 of blocks, and you should get something that looks just like this for your first layer. Again, very simple stuff there. And with that all complete, that'll do it for layer number 1. With that, we can move on to our next layer, layer number 2. Alright guys, moving on to layer 2. I don't think I said this earlier, but just go ahead and, just let you guys know again, this is the in-flight version. There will be no landed version for this aircraft. Since landed, it would be at an angle and that would have to be a whole separate tutorial, but in this tutorial we were just building the in-flight version in case you already didn't get that from the beginning. But basically, to go ahead and continue on, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair on top of this narrow brick upside down stair, followed by a wooden sign on the sides and front of the stair like this, going all the way around. Going back from this stair here, we're going to place down 2 green stained clay blocks, and on the side toward the outside, so facing out this way, we're going to place down 2 wooden signs here along the sides here. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and go over to this side, place down levers on the inside here, and then a mossy cobblestone wall that goes back like that. Once you have that done, you'll copy that same design over here to the left side, and you can see here what we have. Looks something just like this for the start there for your landing gear. And with that done, that's going to do it for layer 2. With that, we'll move on to our next layer, layer 3. Alright, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to start off by taking dark oak wood stairs. We're going to place down dark oak wood stairs that are going toward the inside here on top of these levers, just like that on both sides. On the back of these stairs, we're going to place down a row of 2 of levers like that across. We then want to place down a wooden trapdoor on top of this green stained clay block right here, and then we're going to place down a green carpet on top of this dark oak wood stair and this green stained clay block. Same thing's going to go over here to the left side, and we can continue on. Now, what we want to do next is we want to go ahead and go up from this lever. We're going to go ahead and go over one, and then come off this block going toward the front, so the front of our aircraft obviously facing that direction that way. We're going to place down a iron trapdoor that's going to come off of this basically this block on the bottom here. So we're going to kind of do something like this. So it kind of comes off, I can explain better. So we're going to go ahead and go to the next side here of this dark oak wood stair, 1 block forward. So you have 2 blocks right here, and then we're going to place down an iron trapdoor. This is going to be a row of 3 across. Make sure that these iron trapdoors are on the top portion of the block and not on the bottom. And then coming off the middle one iron trapdoor toward the front, we're going to place down a quartz top slab. And you should get something that kind of looks like this from looking at it from above here. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and take some placeholder blocks, count ourselves back toward the rear here. We're going to go ahead and go from this iron trapdoor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks back. On your 10th block space, we're going to place down an end rod, so we'll need to place down a block up, and then an end rod right here. Make sure it's, again, equal with this row right here, row number 3. After the end rod, we're going to place down another placeholder block, followed by a second placeholder block after that. Once that's done, we're going to place down a block of coal, followed by a stone button here on both sides of this block of coal. And then we can break this first placeholder block right here, place down a lever that's faced toward the inside here. So basically you should get something that looks like this. Again, this is a row of what is going to be 9 placeholder blocks going back from this iron trapdoor right here. And we have a space right here in between the end rod and this lever. Once you are for sure that that is the correct count, we can go ahead and delete all these blocks here, placeholder blocks, and you should get something that looks just like this for layer number 3 in the build so far. With that, we can move on to our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4 to begin with, we want to go ahead and take a quartz full block. We're going to place it down on top of this quartz top slab that was out here in the previous kind of layer here. So we're going to place down a quartz top slab right there, or a quartz full block on top of that top slab. We then want to place down a quartz slab, coming off that quartz top slab, going toward the front there like so. Going back from this quartz full block here, we're going to place down an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 quartz full blocks back, giving you a grand total of what is going to be 8 quartz full blocks back from this quartz slab up here in the front. Once that's done, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 quartz top slabs, followed by a quartz upside down stair. This upside down stair is going to be placed down facing this direction so that it should connect up with this end rod down here. We then want to place down a quartz top slab coming off the front of the stair, followed by another upside down quartz stair, this time facing the opposite direction so it connects up with the lever. And then we're just going to place down 2 iron trapdoors coming off the back of this quartz upside down stair. Once that's all complete, we're going to go ahead and go back up to the front here. Coming off this quartz top slab, we're going to quartz slab, we're going to place down a quartz upside down stair on both sides here. Going back from that, we're going to place down a second and third quartz upside down stair going back, and on the third stair back, we're going to place down a sign on the front of the stair. We're then going to take green hardened stained clay, place down 1 and 2 green hardened stained clay blocks across like this, followed by a row of what is going to be 3 quartz upside down stairs, so 1, 2, and 3 quartz upside down stairs, followed by a row of 1 and 2 quartz top slabs, and then we just want to place down 1 and 2 iron trapdoors. Going back up here to these 2 green stained clay blocks, coming off of them to the side, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood stairs like so, And also coming on off the front of these 2 dark oak wood stairs, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood fence posts. So you get something that kind of looks like that, and obviously you'll take this right side design and flip it over to the left side, so you get something that kind of looks like this for layer 4. Once that's all complete, that's going to complete layer 4, and with that we can move on to our next layer, layer number 5. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 5. For layer 5, what we want to do to get started here is we want to go ahead and start off by placing down a cobblestone wall that's going to be on top of this quartz slab up here, right on the front. We then want to place down an additional cobblestone wall right after it, followed by a quartz full block with a stone button coming off of like that toward the front there. So you should get something that looks like this for the front. We then want to place down a black wool block that goes back from this cobblestone wall, followed by a long row of green stained clay, which is going to be in total of 12 green stained clay blocks that go back like this. It will end right here on top of this quartz top slab in between these 2 upside down stairs from the previous layer. We're then going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4 quartz full blocks that go back, and then a quartz stair on the back here. Go back up to the front and work on our ways toward the back here. We're going to place down a wooden trapdoor that goes up from this quartz upside down stair here on the side. And then we just want to place down a sign on the side of this wooden trapdoor. Going ahead and continuing on, we're going to place down a polished andesite block on both sides of this black wool block, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 green stained clay blocks back, followed by 1 and 2 mossy cobblestone walls back as well. Once that's all done, we're going to grab ourselves quartz slabs. We're going to go ahead and go to this quartz full block here, place down 1 and 2 quartz top slabs out to the side. Go into our next quartz full block, we're going to place down a row of 4 of quartz top slabs out to the side here. We then want to go ahead and go to our third quartz full block here, place down 1, 2, and 3 spruce wood top slabs out to the side, and then 2 quartz top slabs. Lastly, to finish it up, coming off this last quartz full block here, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 spruce wood top slabs like that for the back, horizontal stabilizers, elevators, all that stuff on the back here. The last thing for us to do, or some of the last stuff, is we're going to go to this green stained clay block right here, the first one right here in this long row of 10. We're going to place down a sign on the side of it right here. We also want to grab ourselves some dark oak wood fence posts, and we're going to go basically up and over to the side here from these ones right here, so it's kind of going up at an angle, so you get something that kind of looks like that for the front there. And here's a little bit of a view from up above, so you should get something that looks just like this for layer 5. Once that's all done right there, that's going to do it for layer 5, and with that we can move on to our next layer, layer number 6. So before we go ahead and move into layer number 6, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and make some banners real quick. Now these banners are going to be for the RAF logo on the side of the aircraft. If you are interested in going ahead and putting lettered numbers and stuff like that on, I'll be showing you guys the placement of the banners, but I will not be showing you guys the letters just because it's time consuming, and I'll link you guys tutorials down in the description. So if you want to put your own letters, you can create your own squadrons, or just copy what I did, whatever you want to do. But you can go ahead and look at that video for reference on how to make the letter banners and basically put whatever color you want and all that stuff. But most likely you're going to want to do a green with white lettering because it's going to look the best. But that's something we'll cover a little bit later. But to go ahead and make the banners, we're going to be going ahead and grab ourselves 2 blue banners and plenty of bone meal, lapis lazuli, and dandelion yellow to make these banners. So basically the best thing for us to do is just to go ahead and place down a blue banner in our crafting table like so. We're going to go ahead and place down a dandelion yellow border all the way around it, so you get something that looks just like this. We're going to then take this banner, we're going to place down a row of bone meal down the right side here, so you get a banner that looks like this. And then we just want to go ahead and take our lapis lazuli, place down 1 up here in the top right corner. We're going to grab it, the banner, and then place down 1 here in the bottom right corner, and we get something that looks just like this for our banner. And that's going to do it here for the first part. Now we do need to create a second part that's going to basically mirror this. So we're going to go ahead and place our banner, blue banner, back in the crafting table. So we have just like this. We're going to go ahead and place down a border all the way around again of yellow. So we get this. We're going to go ahead and this time go to the left side, place down a row of bone meal down the left side, and then we're going to place down a lapis lazuli block in the corners, left, top left, and bottom left, just like we did before. And now we get 2 banners that look just like this. Once we have that all squared away, those are the banners we're going to be using for this layer. So we can now go ahead and move on to our next layer, which is going to be layer number 6. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 6. For layer 6, we're going to start off by placing down a dark oak wood top slab above this cobblestone wall here that connected up with the black wool block from the previous layer. We're then going to go ahead and go back from this top slab, place down 2 polished andesite blocks back, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 light gray stained glass blocks back, followed by a iron trapdoor. and a light gray stained glass block. After this last light gray stained glass block, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green stained clay blocks going all the way back here to the tail. With that done, we're going to go ahead and go up to the front here, and we're going to start working our ways out to the side. We're going to grab a dark oak wood stair, place it down on top of this wooden trapdoor. Going back from this dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down a stone brick stair here at the corner. Going back from the stone brick stair, we're going to place down a green stained clay block, followed by a dark oak wood stair. Come up the front of the dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab. We then want to place down a green stained clay block, followed by 1 and 2 dark oak wood slabs, followed by a dark oak wood stair, and another dark oak wood stair coming off of it. So you have 2 stairs facing each other like so. On the back of this dark oak wood stair here, we're going to place down a green stained clay block, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 mossy cobblestone walls that go back like that. For the very back tail here, we're going to go and take stone buttons and place down a row of 3 on this first row of 3 spruce wood top slabs. We then want to place down 1 stone button that comes back like that on the very end here. And we're also going to take green carpet and place it down on top of all the quartz top slabs, like that, to keep a nice green consistent color from up above. Okay, so now moving on to the side of the aircraft, we're going to go ahead and basically put the banners on. So these are the banners we just made, so we're going to go ahead and put these on. So we're going to place down a banner like this on this dark oak wood stair here, and then one on this green stained clay block. Now you want to make sure that the white parts are basically facing each other like this, and the blue around there and the yellow around the outside. You don't want them looking like this or anything like that, so just make sure that they're looking like that. Now, once that's done, if you do want to add lettering and stuff like that, you guys can absolutely do that. This is kind of what I did for mine. For example, LXP, you can go and do whatever letters you want. Again, I linked a tutorial down in the description, so you can go and put whatever letters you want on the side of the aircraft. But just to show you the placement of them, we're going to have a banner right here, and then 2 banners right here. They can be whatever letters you want, whatever squadron numbers you want to make up. Your favorite letter G, you can do GG or whatever you want to do. Along the side there. But that's just basically showing you guys where the banners are placed. Here's what I did for mine based off a real life model. So LXP, obviously you can do it and do the same or change it up if you want to. Anyways, going ahead and continuing on, we're going to go ahead and move out to these sides here. On this dark oak wood fence post here, we're going to go and place down a dark oak wood fence post that goes up and at an angle from it. So just like this. We then want to go and place down a block coming off this dark oak wood fence post here, and then one that goes back from it like so. So you get something that kind of looks like this on the side here. So this kind of goes out at an angle, and you can see the same thing kind of being done over there on the left side. So once that's done, take what we did over here on the right side, flip it over to the left side, and you guys have layer number 6 complete. One last thing I'm going to go ahead and cover for this layer is just to go and put the props on. Now would probably be a good time to do it. So the props themselves are very simple to do. We're going to start off by going ahead and going to this cobblestone wall right here. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3. Another brick top slabs out to the side. We then want to go ahead and place down a another brick stair on top of this cobblestone wall here, followed by another cobblestone stair, or another brick block that goes back from that stair like that. So it kind of goes up like a staircase here, and then we're going to place down another brick slab that comes off that stair right there. Now on the bottom here, we're going to go and place down another brick stair here, come off this cobblestone wall right here on the bottom. We're going to go ahead and come off the stair, and we're going to go ahead and kind of go down and at an angle like this. So just to kind of give you guys more of a view of it. So just like that. And then on the bottom of this stair right here, we're going to place down another brick upside down stair like that on the bottom there. So basically your props should look something like this from the front there. Pretty simple design and pretty standard what I've been using on a lot of my aircraft. Anyways, once that's all done, that is going to do it for layer number 6. And with that, we can move on to layer 7. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 7. For layer 7, we're going to start off by placing down a green carpet on top of this this dark oak wood top slab here, followed by a light gray carpet after that green carpet. We then want to place down a dark oak wood slab, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 light gray stained glass blocks. After that, on top of the iron trapdoor here, we're going to place down an anvil. Coming off the anvil toward the back, we're going to place down a nether brick upside down stair, followed by a end rod coming off of it for the rear, basically machine gunner. We then want to place down 2 wooden trapdoors, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall, 2 green stained clay blocks, and then 2 spruce wood planks here on the end. And on the side of these 2 spruce wood planks, we're going to place down some wooden signs and also a stone button on this green stained clay block right before them. Anyways, going back up to the front now, we're going to go and work our ways out this side. We're going to grab ourselves a zombie head, place down a zombie head at a slight, probably like 15, 30 degree angle like that out to the side there. Very slight angle. We're then going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 light gray stained glass panes along these 5 light gray stained glass full blocks. Going ahead and continuing on, when we get to this anvil right here, I just want to double check to make sure, yeah, it's the same thing on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and place down a zombie skeleton skull, or zombie skull on both sides of this anvil, and then we're going to grab ourselves a birchwood fence gate and place it down on both sides of this nether brick upside down stair with the fence gates opened up toward the stair. Lastly, on the back here, we're going to grab ourselves a zombie head, and again, place it down at a nice slight angle like we did up there in the front, about a 30-degree angle. With that all done, we're going to now work our way out to the wings. So for the wings themselves, we're going to start off by going ahead and going to this last light gray stained glass pane. We're going to place down a spruce wood top slab that comes off the side of it. We then want to place down 4 more spruce wood top slabs coming off of it, so you have a nice row of basically 5 along the side there. When that's done, we're going to go and grab ourselves quartz slabs. We're going to go and do the same thing with the next block forward. So we're going to place down a row of 5 of quartz top slabs that run across the spruce wood top slabs here, and then on the end of this row we're going to place down 3 more spruce wood top slabs out to the side there. For our next row here, we're going to go and grab our quartz top slabs, again place down a row of 6 this time of quartz top slabs. We're going to go and grab ourselves some iron trapdoors. We're going to place down 1 and 2 iron trapdoors out to the side like this, followed by a purpur top slab and then a spruce wood top slab out to the side there. For our next row, out to the side here, we want to go ahead and take iron trapdoors, and we're going to place down a long row of iron trapdoors here. This is about going to be around row 7, so we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of these iron trapdoors along the side here. Pretty straightforward there. Now when we get to this section here, we're going to go and skip a space, so we can go and just place down some full blocks here just to kind of show we're skipping that space, and then we're going to place down an additional, I believe, 3 iron trapdoors out to the side there like that, and then we could delete these placeholder blocks. So you kind of get something that looks like that for the side here. When that's done there, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next section here. We want to go ahead and go to the 4th iron trapdoor in this row. We're going to place down a iron trapdoor that comes off to the side there. We then want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood fence post that comes off this iron trapdoor. We then want to place down a row of what is going to be 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors come off this dark oak wood fence post. We're going to skip a space and then place down an iron trapdoor. And this iron trapdoor is going to translate to a row of 5. So we have 4 more iron trapdoors after it. So it sticks out by 1 out to the side there like that. And then we can go and delete this block right here. So you get something that kind of looks like that. You should have a space here in the wings. This is just mainly for showing the kind of roundel on the bottom here. Showing it through the bottom of the wing as well. But you should get something that kind of looks like this so for the wings so far. And with that, that's going to do it for layer number 7. With that, we'll move on to our next layer, layer 8. One quick adjustment I want to make for layer 7 is the addition of a quartz upside down stair. That's right here where this quartz top slab is, so it kind of looks like it connects up to this dark oak wood fence post right here, just kind of making a nicer connection to the wing there. I do apologize for missing that, but just go ahead and throw that on. Very simple addition, and you should have something that looks like this on both sides here for the wings. With that all done, that's going to now do it for layer 7. Let's move on to layer 8. Alright guys, so moving on to my next layer, we have layer number 8. So for layer 8, we are going to need a banner for this. It's very simple though. It's basically just placing down a red stripe on the left of the banner, a white stripe in the middle, and then a blue stripe to the right side. So it's just basically putting a row of rows right here, a row of bone meal, and then a row of lapis lazuli down the crafting table. So really simple. I think everybody knows how to make that banner, so I'm not going to show you guys how to do that, but you will need that banner for the back here if you want to include it. Anyways, to get started here, we're going to start off by placing down a nether brick slab that's going to be on top of this light gray stained glass block here. We're going to place down 2 more dark nether brick slabs going back from it. To the sides of the slabs, the first slab here, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull, kind of at an angle like that to the side here, followed by a wither skeleton skull to the side, and then 1 more back after it, just like that. Once that's done there, we're going to go ahead and move back here to the gun. For the tail gunner, we're going to place down a redstone repeater with the notches flicked all the way back, like this, on top of the nether brick upside down stair right there. Going back here to this section, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall on top of this green stankway block, and on the side of the mossy cobblestone wall, on both sides, we're going to place down this red, white, and blue banner, if you decide to go and include it. We're then going to place down a green stankway block back, like we did before, a stone bud on the side of it. We're then going to place down a spruce wood plank. On both sides of the spruce wood plank, we're going to place down a sign. And then after the spruce wood plank, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall like so. Once that's all done, we're going to now move on to the wings. So for the wings here, we will have one bit that is different on both sides here. So the first part on this iron trapdoor right here, over here on the right side, we're just going to place down a dark oak wood slab. Over here on the left side, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair with the top, basically the back facing toward the outside there. So you can see here, there's clearly a difference. Everything else on the wing is going to be perfectly the same, but just note that this is going to be different here on both sides. Now, once that's done there, we're going to go ahead and take green carpet, place down 1 and 2 green carpets back from this dark oak wood slab, or dark oak wood stair, depending on what side you're on. We're then going to place down another dark oak wood slab out to the side, dark oak wood slab from off the stair, and then 2 green carpets that go back. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves some zombie heads. We're going to place down a zombie head coming off this dark oak wood slab right here. We're going to place down another dark oak wood slab out to the side here, 2 green carpets, a zombie head like that going forward. We're then going to place down a dark oak wood slab on this iron trapdoor, followed by 1 back, and then again 2 green carpets. We're going to go ahead and repeat the same thing again, 2 dark oak wood slabs, 2 green carpets going back. When we get to this section here, we're going to place down another row of 2 dark oak wood slabs, green carpet. However, this time we're going to go ahead and just place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood slabs going across. At this section right here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab on this iron trapdoor and this one right here. And in the space in the middle here, we're going to place down a proper slab. After that is done, when we get to this section here, we're going to place down a proper slab in the front here. We're going to grab ourselves a brick slab, place down a brick slab after it. And if you want to, you can go ahead and place down blue carpet right here on top of this proper slab. But honestly, it may look a little bit better just to leave it like that so the colors are just consistent. But again, that's up to you guys. Unfortunately, we don't have a nice blue slab block that we can use, so we have to resort to proper, which doesn't look the best, but it works for what we're trying to go for. What we're going to do next out to the side here is place down a dark oak wood slab next to the proper slab, and then 1 proper slab next to this brick slab. Continuing on, we're going to place down a row of 2 of dark oak wood slabs, followed by a spruce wood slab out to the side here. We then want to place down a dark oak wood slab like this, followed by a spruce wood slab. We then want to place down 2 dark oak wood slabs, and then a dark oak wood slab on top of this iron trapdoor. So basically you can see here we're kind of following the outline of the iron trapdoors we set up in the previous layer. Once we have that done, we should get something that looks like this for the wings, and that's going to be the wings. Once you duplicate that over to the left side, you'll be good to go. Remember this dark oak wood stair right here. And other than that, that is going to do it for layer number 8. With that, we'll move on to our last final layers here, which are going to basically be layers 9 and 10. We're going to put the top rigging on top here and then basically end of the tail there. So with that, let's move on to our last final layers. Alright guys, so moving on to our last final layers, really simply, we are going to go ahead and go to the back here. Now these are layers 9 and 10, and of course the last final layers of the build. So to begin with, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall on top of these 2 from the previous layer. We're going to go and basically copy the same thing we did before, a green stankway block that goes up from this one right here. Stone buns on both sides, and another spruce wood plank that goes up, again, stone buns on, signs on both sides of the spruce wood plank. On the very top here, we're going to place down a spruce wood stair, followed by a dark oak wood stair coming off the back of the spruce wood stair, like that for the very top there, and that'll do it there for the tail. When that's all done, we're going to go ahead and go back up here to the wing here to the left. We're going to place down a dark oak wood fence post on top of this dark oak wood stair here. Once that's done, on top of the fence post, we're going to place down 1 and 2. 1 iron bar that goes up, and then we're going to go ahead and place down 2 more that go back, so you have a nice row of 3 here. We then want to go ahead and go basically in to the side, and we're going to go ahead and go back an iron bar. So just like this, and we're going to place down a row of 5 here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 iron bars that go back. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and go over to the side, and again, we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, and 3 iron bars back. And you should get something that looks just like this for the rigging here on top. Basically the control line, I would imagine, that runs back to the tail and the rudder and all that fun stuff. So anyways, once that's all complete, that'll pretty much do it for the Westland Lysander basically cooperation, liaison aircraft, whatever you want to call it. Overall, really interesting vehicle, and just a interesting aircraft. We don't have very many of these types of aircrafts, especially in the World War II era, with the wings kind of raised above the cockpit like this, except for the biplanes and all that stuff, but just a single wing type design. So really interesting vehicle, and hopefully you guys can all enjoy it. Something a little bit different for sure. Anyways, if you guys do use this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This being thing from assign the build, tweet to my channel or this video if this does appear in any social media sites. As long as you guys give me credit for it, you're free to use it for whatever projects you guys are working on, and you know, you guys can enjoy it and have fun with it and everything like that. Other than that, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Jerick 204, and I'll see you guys next time.